Fortnite Battle Royale's solo, duos, and squads modes see millions of players every single day, but the alternative to Battle Royale's ordinary modes lies in the game's wildly successful limited time modes, or LTMs for short. These modes implement various twists and reworks to the ordinary Fortnite gameplay, adding some hilarious or sometimes harmful aspects to the matches, creating some seriously crazy scenarios. Since Fortnite's launch, we've seen a plethora of limited time modes, some being super well received and others being tossed to the side. But today, we're focusing on the best of the best. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Simply Viral channel. Thanks for stopping by. If you guys are new around here, feel free to subscribe with your channel notifications turned on by clicking that bell icon. That way you'll never miss another upload. If you guys are excited to get some new LTMs here in the near future, make sure to let us know by dropping a like on this video and drop a comment down below letting us know what your favorite limited time mode has been so far. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at 10 of the best limited time modes in Fortnite history. Number 1. Solid Gold. Solid Gold is not only one of my personal favorite modes, but it was definitely one of the community's as well. Right off the bat, Solid Gold seemed to be a fan favorite mode because it was just amplifying Fortnite's gameplay to the extreme at the time. Solid Gold did eventually span across solos, duos, and squads as well, and has also returned to the game time and time again, seeing as it went over incredibly well when it was initially launched into the game. Of course, everyone is always going for those gold or legendary weapons, so a game mode where you can get multiple legendary weapons every time you open a chest or enter a house is definitely going to be a popular one. Running into constant gold scars in RPGs certainly made for some interesting gameplay experiences, and surprisingly it was not as toxic as you might assume, and quite honestly it was a fresh way to experience Fortnite Battle Royale's best and most powerful weapons. Number 2. Unbolted. Unbolted is a relatively new limited time mode that we actually saw not too long ago, and I for one really hope it comes back sometime soon. The Unbolted limited time mode features all the weapons, items, and equipment that has previously been vaulted or removed from Fortnite Battle Royale, with the exception of a few items. But for the most part, this LTM was a massive blast from the past and a major nostalgia trip. Seeing things return from multiple seasons ago, even in a limited time fashion, was incredibly fun while it lasted. With some of the game's most iconic features being vaulted in the past, getting to play with them and experience the good old days, if you will, was a joy from start to end. Overall, the Unvaulted LTM was a spectacle for all Fortnite players, new and old alike. Number 3. Infinity Gauntlet. Out of all of the limited time modes on this list, Infinity Gauntlet has to be the most popular by far. I would say it was the most loved, but honestly I think a lot of people thought the Infinity Gauntlet LTM was a little controversial due to how powerful Thanos was at first. Infinity Gauntlet was of course the result of the major crossover event between Marvel and Fortnite, which gave players the chance to play as Thanos from Avengers Infinity War in-game and utilize the Infinity Gauntlet as a weapon. This LTM was incredibly fun and entertaining, as whenever you got the chance to kill Thanos and then play as him, you felt truly unstoppable and on top of the world. Not to mention, being able to jump super high and launch yourself towards the ground also made you feel literally on top of the world. While Thanos was pretty overpowered at first, Epic Games did quickly nerf him and his Infinity Gauntlet alongside his other abilities. However, the mode still remained incredibly fun to play. Maybe with the Avengers in-game film releasing later this year, we'll see another limited time mode crossover. I for one would love to see that. Number 4. Blitz. Blitz, I would venture as far as saying, is the most beloved and well-received Fortnite limited time mode in history. Blitz was basically just a regular match of Fortnite, but upgraded to be incredibly fast-paced. There was more resources, more loot, and of course more action as the storm moved quicker and the games progressed faster. The Blitz limited time mode seriously changed up the pace of play in Fortnite at the time and gave players the chance to experience complete and utter chaos during every match. This LTM was featured across all regular game modes, adding an extra layer of frantic gameplay for any and all players. We've seen Blitz return a couple of times in recent seasons, and hopefully it'll continue to cycle through the game for seasons to come. Number 5. High Explosives. High Explosives was a limited time mode that exemplified chaos in every way possible. We've seen a few versions of the High Explosive mode introduced to the game throughout time, each one of them adding even more explosions to the madness. The only loot available in high explosives is obviously things that explode, such as rocket launchers, grenades, grenade launchers, and a few pieces of equipment. Originally, high explosives featured 100% more materials and 50% more consumables, and had one of the most memorable gameplay experiences out of any LTM that we've ever seen. If you thought C4 was crazy, wait till you reached a final circle and had 4 or 5 RPGs flying at you every few seconds. This game mode was all about frantic building, constant chaos, and utter decimation of everyone on the battlefield, and honestly, it was absolutely awesome. Number 6. 50 vs 50. Our first ever team-based LTM paved the way for other various team-based LTMs in the future. 50 vs 50 completely reworked the idea of Fortnite at the time, and instead of fighting for your life alone with a friend or with a squad, it was you and 49 other players versus 50 enemies, ready and gunning for you right off the rip. 50 vs 50 has since been adapted into other game modes such as Teams of 20, and even respawn modes like Disco Domination have their roots in 50 vs 50, making this LTM one for the history books. Number 7. Barebones. Barebones was a limited time mode that saw its Fortnite debut during the 14 Days of Fortnite event and was truly meant for the hardcore players. With popular streamers like Ninja, Courage JD, and Tim the Tatman saying this was one of the best LTMs they've ever seen, it immediately saw a lot of players jumping into battle. This mode completely eliminated all heads-up display aspects, meaning you couldn't see your minimap, your teammates, or even the storm and where it was headed. While the physical gameplay in the way of loot and the storm's progression remained untouched, not having the typical awareness included naturally with a regular match of Fortnite completely changed how players maneuvered around the map. Number 8. Siphon. Siphon yet again was an incredibly successful limited time mode due to its new and unique innovations and twists on the regular Fortnite gameplay. This mode also debuted during the 14 Days of Fortnite event and completely removed any and all healing items from the map, including bandages, apples, the medkit, the slurp juice, and the chug jug, as well as shields and mushrooms. The only way to gain health and shield in this game mode was to eliminate other players. So basically, the aggressive and rush heavy players ultimately thrived in this limited time mode, making it as hectic as could be. Number 9. The Getaway. The Getaway limited time mode was a heavily hyped up LTM and completely changed the goal of Battle Royale as we know it. The new goal was to find or steal a jewel and take it to one of the vans or extraction points in order to get a victory royale. Enemies could see the extraction points and occasionally where the jewels were located, meaning that if you were carrying a jewel, a bright red target was essentially painted on your back. Carrying jewels did in fact actually slow players down, but it also gave them more health and more shield over time, sort of making it a high-risk, high-reward scenario. We should also mention the Getaway LTM made it super easy to get some victory royales, so for anyone looking to pad their stats or gain a little bit of extra XP, the Getaway LTM was the perfect place to do it, seeing as actually finding the jewels and escaping with them wasn't too difficult. The Getaway mode also introduced the wildcard skin into the game with its launch, marking the first time an LTM was accompanied by a new skin, and as I mentioned, the Getaway mode was a super hyped up LTM, and typically the limited time modes don't receive nearly as much attention prior to their launch as the Getaway mode did, making it very, very memorable. Number 10. Sniper Shootout. In one of the most hilarious limited time modes in history, Sniper Shootout created a brand new level of awkward encounters. This sniper-only mode meant any gunfight was either dealt through sniper action or pickaxes, meaning close-quarters engagements were quite the funny situations. Not to mention the thrill of potentially having a sniper watching you at any given time heightened the stakes even more. This LTM has been featured a handful of times throughout Fortnite, and with the silenced sniper rifle just being introduced to the game earlier this week, I expect we'll see it again in the near future. And there you guys have it, those are 10 of the best limited time modes in Fortnite history. Did your favorite limited time mode make the list? Let us know down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, or if you're excited to see some new limited time modes make their way into Fortnite in the near future, make sure to drop a like and give this video a big thumbs up. Of course, if you guys are brand new here to the Simply Viral channel, feel free to go ahead and subscribe with your channel notifications turned on by clicking that bell icon. That way, you'll never miss another upload. Plus, once you do join the notification squad, every single time we post a new video here, YouTube will personally send you a message letting you know a new video has gone live. That way you can be the first person to watch, like, and comment on each and every new post. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll see you guys on the battle bus. Peace out.